Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is managing your triggers. By now, many of us have seen the recent viral video of a CEO in Michigan whose response to an employee's question during a virtual town hall meeting was recorded and posted on social media. It likely garnered millions of views along with articles in multiple national and local news outlets, and it's probably been a public relations storm for the company and its employees. Now, this CEO merely joins a list of other C suite leaders who have similarly criticized employees or made what was perceived to be insensitive remarks in their frustration over productivity, profits, and pandemic related work habits that they want to change. In many situations like this, the leaders experience a trigger. And triggers are typically things we see, hear, or feel that spark a negative emotion. They create a fight or flight response. And it could be a situation that goes against their deeply held values and priorities, or maybe it evokes a memory of an adverse experience. But we all have them. And it's important to understand how they may set us up for the wrong behavioral response. A few observations. First, we don't know the full context or the environment that led up to this particular leader's triggered response. Maybe she was tired or stressed, and maybe this was the umpteenth time she responded to such a question. Or maybe she viewed the people who asked the question as needing to focus on business goals because that was her biggest focus. Second, any leader can find themselves in a similar position when they're sharing information with a group of employees and trying to motivate the team to perform at their best or discussing a difficult topic. And third, leaders need to anticipate team member needs. They have to understand what concerns employees and think about how they can best respond to those worries. They have to demonstrate empathy. Now, triggers are emotional reactions that can happen in a split second, sometimes with adverse results. One seemingly small spark can literally start a fire and negatively impact relationships. But there are 5 ways to manage your triggers that I'm going to share with you now. The first one, know what triggers you. Be aware of the comments and behaviors that evoke a visceral reaction in you, and be sensitive to the physical or emotional reaction that quickly manifests when you're triggered. The goal is to be able to immediately recognize so that you can, number 2, prevent the fight or flight reaction. Instead, take a deep breath, count to 5, pause and think. Is this something that I really need to respond to immediately? Is it more important for me to respond quickly and potentially damage the relationship? Or will I have a better response if I pause and think about where the other person is coming from? Third, engage a colleague. Invite them to join the dialogue, and this helps to buy time for you to develop the best response to the situation. Fourth, think about your audience's concerns and your role. They will only listen to you if they know you're listening to them. Convey empathy by taking an active interest in their thoughts and feelings. And fifth, pre plan your response. If possible, before the meeting with a group of employees, consult with your leadership team and others who know the issues on their minds and discuss how you can best respond to them. Role play some off the cuff questions to help you prepare your responses. In today's world, leaders must operate with a heightened awareness that anything they say or do will be amplified and multiplied, especially something that doesn't agree with even a small number of team members. And the reaction of leaders can impact entire organizations and stakeholders, including the value of the company. Learning to manage your triggers means being responsible to ensure that every action and reaction is as appropriate as possible for the moment. It may seem like a huge charge, an impossible task, but that's the duty of a leader. No one's perfect at it, but the goal is to continually improve and to be the best possible leader for your team. Thanks for listening.